Hold on, I don't see it either.
Is it normal for a stock to halt as much as Pro-K did?
Oh,
no.
yeah. So Chris, we're reading your question right now. Chris is saying, is it normal for a stock to halt as much as PROK yesterday? It was nonstop. I would say we get one of those like every 6 months lately, like in the last like 2 years. We probably got like 4 or 5 of those in the last like 2 years, maybe a little more, but it's very rare. That is like a particular kind of stock. Or a particular kind of way that a stock moves, and for a very like technical description of it, there are things called halt bands, which on the level 2 just means like the levels at which a stock will halt. And on like PROK, it was like every 10 cents that it went up or down, it would halt. Normally on a stock, it's like 10 to 15% move. On PROK, it was like 1 or 2%. So it just made it super funky, very weird. But no, long story short, not very normal. But anyways, good morning, everybody. Welcome. A happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We got a couple of watches today. Nothing too crazy, but I think some really good ones at the end of the day. Matt and I think, both have the same exact idea on PROK, which is we look at day 2 gap up like this on the short side. Looks like a lot of people got trapped yesterday and this morning here, kind of during pre-market. Looks like some already got blown out. This isn't something I'd want to just get really aggressive on short gate. I'd like to wait for a pop, ideally closer to pre-market highs, maybe even a fake breakout of pre-market highs. But we generally, it's not impossible, but we generally don't see day 2 stocks gap up and continue to run like another 100%. Obviously, just important to manage risk on this. So we'll be looking for a spike out of the open for me personally. Matt, I don't know if you've got a different plan on that than I do, but
yeah, I like Proc on the short side if we get a good push. Other one, EVOK. I come to you every day, guys, with my mess up of the day to show you I'm still human. I bought EVOK this morning at 350 and I sold it at about 280. So really nailed her. Beautiful. I mean, at this point, just taking off, going to new highs. I noticed it's easy to borrow at a couple different places. It's a tiny float, million float. The news is decent. Yeah, I mean, it's just taking off. I wouldn't be surprised if this is our crazy kind of pain in the butt style stock today. And also wouldn't be surprised if like we get a morning trade on it and then we get like a mid-morning and then like an afternoon. Because since it's easy to borrow and such a small float, short sellers are going to get themselves twisted, I think, quite a few times. So obviously already up a ton. We're going to see what it does come into the open. I am definitely looking more long biased, I think, on EVOK, at least out of the gates. We'll see. I think ultimately, yeah, I mean, it's a turd of a company. It probably fails. However, the question is how many shorts are going to get themselves in trouble first? Yeah, David says EVOK is even easy to borrow at Schwab, that's insane. That's what I'm saying. So I think there's going to be a lot of short sellers that get themselves in pretty bad positions. We might see some big explosive fireworks, especially, I mean, at Pro-K yesterday, we talked about it in the morning a little bit. I talked about how it was trading weird, and then pretty much as soon as we got off, it broke out and never looked back. Halt up. Yeah, I think a lot of traders right now are, shorts. I saw some of them get a bit killed on Pro-K. Also, I think a lot of people are looking for the next one, even though EVOK has nothing to do with, I guess they're just both biotechs. This one's a much smaller float. It's taking off. It's got patent application news, which is historically not the greatest. But the point is, I think shorts are going to hit it hard, and that's going to give us some pretty big opportunities on the short side. The long side, as shorts get off sides. Sugar, as I keep calling it, is SUGP. This one, huge selling all morning around first of all, it was at 98, then it was at 120. Huge, massive stuffs in the highs. I think this one is a foreign company. I think more likely than not, it probably is just going to fade all day. JD was listening to my Spotify music. GD, what was I listening to this morning on Spotify? I don't even know.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. I did hear music in the background. I honestly thought that was just through my own headphones or something.
Right now?
That's funny.
Or this morning?
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago. Not even, right when we got started.
I haven't had Spotify going, dog. I don't know.
Oh, there was some music playing somewhere. I thought it was like just through my computer. I thought I had like it also might have been that. Either that or it was something else other than Spotify, Matt.
Yeah, I got nothing playing over here, ladies and gentlemen. But CLDIs I saw this just hit my scan again. That's another one that I'm watching. Again, it's already up huge. It's biotech. Biotech's hot. EVOK is just on a mission. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. Sugar, I think ProK is one I'm most excited about out of the gates. Is there any stocks that you guys are Post Malone?
Throw up my other watch today, which, to be fair, this is an if we get a move is CYN. I like that kind of dump into close yesterday. If we can get over like 11:40, 11:30, 11:40 and start holding there, I'll be looking at this for a first green day. We did have a gap up first green day idea, but I love these when they break daily chart support and then try to go green the next day. We're barely doing anything right now though, so not going to try to get too aggressive on this out of the gates again.
SQNS, I'm just going through the tickers in the chat. SQNS, I'm not a big fan. Pretty hard crack yesterday. In my book, that's pretty easy one to ignore. MBRX, this one I didn't see this one. Did pop right up into those highs from yesterday. What's the daily chart look like? That might not be a terrible long through 70 cents. MBRX, I'll add that one to our list of stocks we're watching here. It's got to get above, in my opinion, hold above 72 cents. BTCT, I've seen a couple people chat about this one. Another Bitcoin stock, another Bitcoin merger news. I mean, the sector's hot. This is an OG. So yesterday we had BTCS, which absolutely took off as well. Massive move. BTCT is also, similar OG style Bitcoin ticker from a couple years ago. So good to see it back. I know SBET is also, I think this person, we bring up SBET every day. And look, it's grinding up. The float's huge. It's running up into all this resistance, so I don't really care about it. I think that trade was better off 2 months ago. Let's see. So I like some Bitcoin plays. CYN we got for Bryce. EVOC. ProK little pop. That's pretty much it. SRFM was a crazy breakout yesterday. But for me, it's just so extended at this point. It's gone. This is now the fourth green day, just straight up in a row. I think I'm going to stay away on the long side. If anything, I'd probably be leaning towards the short side because, stocks don't go straight up forever. And we're already up 3 days. Every additional day after that, the risk gets higher and higher for the short seller or for the longs as we're just naturally going to pull back. EVOKs are popcorn stock of the day. Just watch this one.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that one could be really fun on a dip and rip. Look at that thing. That is crazy. That's squeezing like a madman.
Nuts.
Yeah.
All you need low float with news, Bryce. All you need.
I know. Trust me, I know.
All right. We got 2 minutes. Let's do it. Today we are again trading with Tradefunder. So that link I can also grab and I can put in the chat too. We'll talk more about Tradefunder as we get through this today, but that is our prop trading account and firm that we are partnered up with here at Stocks to Trade. Allows you to get funded accounts, get that account over that pattern day trader rule, and just focus on what you're good at, which is, trading. Not having to go through all those loopholes out there. So keep a lookout for that link that's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Massive opportunity and discounts. And we'll talk more about that. But for those of you that want it already, maybe you here yesterday, don't wait. Go to that link now. Get started. Because usually it takes a day or two to get your account set up anyways. So don't want to miss the rest of this week.
100%. This is a good week. We got some movement action. We got some action happening, some movement coming. One thing I forgot to check, BMNR I think was starting to spike pre-market. Yeah, it is 122.
I thought I saw that they officially closed their deal or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, this morning they announced they officially closed their private placement, which is what caused it to spike in the first place, which is interesting because now the float is not 1 million, it's more like 40 something million, which is crazy.
Interesting.
Crazy. So
all right. Legal Pimp said I signed up with Tradefunder. Really easy to set up and get going. Made some PROK cash on Tradefunder. Nice.
Legal pimp. As opposed to illegal pimp.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was a lot of clicks there, Bryce.
Yeah, well, you know.
What could we have possibly clicked 10 times?
Just the arrow, or just my cursor. Instead of changing prices, I just clicked up and down in the price.
Let's see. I shorted a little Pro K at $6.
Yep, I got short there, 592.
It's a little early for me to get too much size. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not full size yet.
Same story every day. I gotta wait for this confirmation here. So, excuse me. Yeah. See, so I was gonna risk my starter pretty much off the pre-market highs.
Yep.
And see what we do there. Don't want to force too much, but obviously some crazy volume. EVOK obviously just can't. I don't even see the halt levels on EVOK, so that one could be wild. Watching Pro K carefully. BNMR back to 125, which is madness.
Yeah, that is madness.
Pro K is not trading like a $90 million share float. That is the for sure here.
That's we'll see. I'm definitely curious if that stuff holds or what we get going on here or what gets going on here, but oof, that's a hard rejection.
Yeah.
See if we can get a bounce back to add some more.
I want to cover at 4.
Yeah, I know. I'll be pretty aggressive.
I'd be looking for sub 5 though. Is realistically kind of my price target.
See if we can get a bounce off VWAP CYN looking like it wants more red. So going to avoid that completely.
Evox so far stuffy. But we'll see. That and Pro K are both not truly breaking down yet. They're just a little dip. So we'll have to see how pops go or if they really, really crack with some vengeance.
Which one?
Both Pro K and EVOK. Like they're both kind of just dipping right now. We need a slam or a failed pop.
Yeah, I will say I'm a little more convicted on PROK dump than I am EVOK just because of that high volume wick to the upside. EVOK, it didn't really have a crazy wick. It just kind of went up and walked down. A little bit harder of a slam on Pro K, still holding VWAP, of course. So anything's possible.
Should P.
How's Should P looking?
Just a little pop. This one's had so much selling all day. around this 110, 120 area.
So many fake breakouts on that, man.
Yeah. So Pro K just keeps creeping down. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little pop here, as this is definitely, I think, probably the most key support. It was the super early morning high and also support for most of the day. So if we crack below this, I would want to see it crack pretty firmly below it, and then we just leave it in the dust. But that
Yeah, we held that 530 level for now, which was that pre-market support. I'd love to get one more pop up to like 570 just for a little bit of an ad there, but I'm not so sure I'm going to get it.
And then EVOK just chilling, testing support. Let me pull up my scanner here. I don't think I'm going to trade BNMR today. BTCS, I would love this to go sideways and give us a trade tomorrow. BCT. Oh, sugar's halted up, is it? Hey.
Ooh.
Sugar. Do. BTCT. Yeah, I don't like that one either. MBRX, like I said, watch over the 70, especially now that we've dipped out of the gate. If we break over that 70, that could definitely push. Could be one that halts pretty quickly.
Proc trying for lower. Not really able to break down super easily though.
No, it's at the most critical support there. So what's a game? I know that was on scanner this morning. Yeah, a little pop up. Nice buy over 2 if anyone was quick watching that one. My attention was elsewhere.
Oh, if you okay. MBRX, a little bit of a dip and rip there.
Yeah, MBRX. It's going to be tough to chase, but that's decent luck. Pro K, strong pop here. Let's see what it does. Strong pop.
Definitely a strong pop. Yeah.
It's not going down without a fight. EVOK curled up, popped up, but still, we've had this pattern the last couple of days. It's still in this downtrend. Needs to give us a higher high. It's trying, and it's not, but it's trying.
EVOK, these ones do always frustrate me a little bit. They're just a little tough to trade when they wick so hard like that, you know?
Yeah, low floats, not usually my favorite in the first 15 minutes of the day. And EVOK is low float. That is also easy to borrow. So, recipe for some pain. MBRX setting up a little bit better. The CLDI just kind of dying here. Oh, EVOK.
Oh, she doing it?
Let's see if she can hold. That's nuts.
Yeah, see, I don't love that high day break and then just straight up failure. Well, not straight up failure, just not able to continue, I should say. I don't love that, but
J-Rad wants some juicy guacamole.
Juicy guacamole, indeed. Let's try our best.
Carlos says, what do you mean by higher high? I'm trying to explain it without using the words high or high. Like, so this was the last high, and I want it to be higher than the last high. Now we are. We've just made a higher high. You know,
I was gonna say, you tried your best there, Matt.
Yeah, I did. I used the word higher and high like every other word, but yeah.
Yeah. So when we're looking at a candle, like we're looking at there, we just want the next candle to go above the previous candle. That was previously the high of day, really, at that point.
So now Evox pretty much testing the opening price. So we'll see if it can hold that. Sugar's got to be on Halton here pretty soon. I want to see what it's going to do. Yeah, 25 seconds or so to the unhalt.
For which one?
Sugar. So we'll see. See if it stuffs into this pre-market high or if it can give us something to keep going. Chris explained it pretty good. When the ceiling becomes the floor. I like that. For our higher high example.
P.
Yeah, Sugar P.
Sugar P.
This halt's pretty close too. The next halt's 139.
Looks like Sugar P wants to be the
little closer.
ROK of today.
We'll see. We'll see here. 125, 120 was nutty selling here pre-market. Truly nuts. Yeah, I'm not going to chase this one because I don't really know where I want to risk. EVOK is holding decently though. Pro K is holding decently too. We'll see if we get a little pop. It's trying to pop. And we'll see how good that pop holds. Someone says, what time frame are you guys trading on? Usually a minute chart. 1 minute candles I usually start the day with. I usually switch over to 5 minute after like the first hour though. EVOK still holding. I'm watching that. I'm looking at my Pro K to see if how good this pop's going to be. Even though I am short that. I know Bryce is too.
I am too. Yeah, like I said, I'm not in full size yet either. I did add there at that 570s pop, but a lot of times on these day twos, it's really just, you want to focus in that first hour. Another weird, I don't love it's definitely a bit of a slower mover, more of a real company, but a COGT, a nice little daily chart.
Yeah, I've seen that one on Scanner a couple times.
Yeah, I do like it. I just don't think it's going to be maybe you get $1 a share, but I think the risk is pretty tight on it, which I do like.
Okay, little
definitely
pop.
keeping an eye on it.
See if it holds that pop or if it slams. So far, stuffing pretty good. Good stuff volume coming in as well. Yep, good stuff.
Yep, I like that. I would, for me personally, I will add full size through a 530 breakdown and then risk high a day.
We're back.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, that was a crazy dip and rip. So
it's trapping on both sides. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is. Over these highs, obviously shorts are going to be a bit in trouble under the lows. Longs are in trouble. Right now we're just chilling right between. Big volume starting to come in too. So moment of truth here. And we're back down.
Yeah, I think for the starter, I'll look to risk around pre-market highs.
Yeah, really for me, if we, again, in this case, I want a lower low. So I want confirmation that the trend's in my favor. I don't want to be fighting the trend, working against the trend. The trend is my friend. So I'm going to want to see this kind of below this 560 level, not really up here.
That's a lot of volume coming in. That's highest volume candle of the day now.
Just fell off a cliff, huh? Yeah, big volume. That's crazy. That's a lot of volume on that candle. Big volume.
Yep, I think that might go for the pre-market high break here.
Sugar's going too. Can't stop, won't stop these monsters. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to stop me out of this this initial position here.
EVOK turd. I think time to delete her. Sugar holding. Really strong stuff there on Pro-K now. I tried to get some more shares short and I did not fill. So back to riding it.
One thing that I've learned, I mean, it's especially true in any stock, but it definitely true in these day twos, is the stronger the fake out early in the morning. Generally speaking, the harder the fade. Again, that's true in both directions, really on any stock. But that's something I've found to be pretty true here. So if we start breaking trend, again, this is really trappy on both sides right now. I mean, this is a strong recovery wick again too. But if we start breaking under that 550 level.
Yeah,
I'll look to add a little bit more. Wow.
Crazy.
What?
It's crazy.
What a crazy stock, man. That is
This is what I was saying yesterday too. It's definitely not trading like it's a 90 million flow, you know?
No, it's not.
Like that bounce back's crazy. That's like a 50-cent bounce back.
Yeah.
But so I'm being careful. I do want to see this lower low again. Sugar, more halt ups, more highs. Very impressive.
Why
Okay, going for high day, dog.
Oh my lord, Shug P. Wow, PROK. Thing's strong.
It is.
Thing is strong.
Just letting it do its thing. Monster. It is volatile. It's not like it's trading like a low float, you know?
It is. And again, that's why, I mean, again, for now, I'm not trying to get too aggressive on it. I would rather wait and see. I always like to be filled a little bit late with a little bit more confirmation if I'm looking for something that could potentially be moving all day, which I do think this is one of those cases. So. What? I mean, that's a pretty crazy wick.
Dude, insane, both sides.
Yeah.
I have this feeling it's going to go 650 and then slam back again. And we're just going to stay in this range. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. This is very insane. But again, it's not that. That's not the most insane thing in the world. Like it was a crazy stock yesterday. It's looking like it's going to be a crazy stock today too.
Yep. Agreed. Honestly, it looks more bullish than bearish right now.
It does.
Thoughts on game? I know a couple people keep asking about game. It looks good. Problem is, it just went straight up out of the gate. And what's a man to do with that information? Proke is testing this breakout.
There it is. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah, that's
Big stuff.
we'll see. That's looking pretty strong. If that now that also could be our high. Like that, if that's a failed or a fake pre-market high breakout, just trapped a bunch of longs, that could be a really funky trade there. But we'll see. A lot of volume on that. A lot of volume. That was our new highest volume candle.
But it's still not setting lows.
No, it's not.
It's crazy, dude. It's just
It's
crazy.
A great move.
It's a $2 billion company. That's what's so crazy.
I know. Yeah. Seriously.
CLDI popping back. MBRX just fading. Back to what I was saying about game, though, is it's just going straight up. It's just a chase. If it goes sideways for 30 minutes, gives us a better setup, maybe a trade. But just going straight up. And what am I going to risk is the problem.
Okay, dumping a little bit here.
Yeah, that looks like all she wrote. Sugar.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely our halt fest of the day. Listen, PROK is not breaking down. That's all I'm going to say. It's holding 650. Oh, my Lord.
It's nuts, dude.
That is
I'm
crazy.
watching it. I am out of my short position, but I'm not interested in shorting it until it starts trending down. I mean, this is the opposite of what we were just saying on the EVOK. It's just trending up.
Yep.
So don't fight the trend. Don't make it hard.
No, EVOK, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I just looked at that chart again.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked at the chart in a minute. Oh, it's just fading down, huh?
Yeah. PROK, if that breaks out over 678, shorts are in for some pain for a little bit, I think.
Crazy, dude.
I mean, we could, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is one of the more moves, in my opinion, I've seen all year because it's just such a big company.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think that's also probably why so many shorts are trapped.
Company. Yeah.
That's why so many shorts are trapped to begin with. I think they just kind of thought it's a large float. It can't do that. It can't do that. And now here it is doing that.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I think now officially, it's just time to wait for a downtrend to start on that. And if that's in that case, hit the backside and then use that high day as a risk, whatever that comes out to be, wherever that high day decides to set itself in.
Yep.
You know what's walking up being stupid is MBIO. That's kind of funny. That's walking back up from the dead.
MBIO. Yeah, it is. That was the one a couple of days ago that went to 7, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, PROK now starting to do the what I like to call the para walk, where it just kind of walks up, and keeps shorts perpetually trapped, never giving them a real hard dip to cover into, but also not going so parabolic that they feel compelled to get or that they need to just kind of auto cover. They just kind of get in this uncomfortable spot where maybe they add a little bit because it's not going parabolic. Before you know it, they're down tremendously.
Wow, BMNR. That was one I didn't look at to short today. And look at that, Bryce.
Oh, 92. Oh,
straight down. That was easy.
Oh, that was a layup this time. Shoot. Dang, that's a bit of a bummer.
Bit of a bummer.
Well, it makes sense. The one day I don't touch it.
Trading 101, ladies and gentlemen.
I shorted it day 2. I shorted it day 3, but day 4, no.
Man, Pro-K on a mission.
Pro-K is on a mission. Yeah.
See a couple people in Sugar P. Like it. I like it. That's some crazy funkadelic, says J Rad.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Listen, I don't want to encourage anything crazy, but Matt, you know what's kind of walking back up? Artery. Oh, that volume's awful. Never mind.
Artery's volume's bad, Bryce.
I just saw it on my scanner. Like, I just saw the price. I didn't see the volume.
Artery had some news this morning popped up. It definitely could run, but the volume is atrocious.
So, yeah, I think that's unfortunately that is
for the group here.
Yeah.
More people talking about game. We've talked about game all day. It's just walking straight up. If it sets up better in 20 minutes, I'll trade it. But in the meantime, no can do.
Yeah.
EVOK under 7. Wow, just big fails, huh?
What is? EVOK. Oh, wow. Yeah. Dang.
Live video is huge help. When someone high tone nailed Sugar P. Love to see that.
Let's go.
Hard crack finally on Pro-K.
I mean, maybe a hard crack. Like,
that's the hardest one we've seen yet, I think. It's also the first time we've like kind of broken the trend a smidge. This is a 3-minute chart. I don't know how I got here. But yeah.
I love that.
Someone says, Bryce, look at egg.
Yep, eggs at near $8. Nice breakout. And unfortunately, I was really looking for that move yesterday, and the volume was just terrible on it. It was a tough one to trade. I will say that PROK, that is the first like real trend break we've seen.
Yeah, at least attempt.
Yeah.
But it's kind of bouncing right off that line, so we'll see. I think 650 seems to be our key level here.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree that 650 level should be pretty key here.
Halted due to volatility down. Guess what BNMR is at?
80? What's
82,
it at?
halted down.
Oh, no.
Dude, that's...
Oh, that hurts, man.
That is painful. We like that
especially because we were literally saying, oh, today the float's actually bigger now that they've closed their deal.
Rewind us. Talk about it. We were all over that.
Oh, man, that sucks. That just sucks.
All right, a little dip and rip there on ProK under the 650 level. Moment of truth.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
Are we going to hold and trap, or is this the end finally? She's trying to die, but I don't know if she's got it. Oh. I am short a little.
There we go. Yeah, I got short a little there in that 660 area. Not a phenomenal average, but at least worth a shot. Again, I'll keep trying with small size. And then as we start, again, this is one that if it does start working, I think could really trend down for a fair bit of the day. So I want to make sure that I ideally can just get in a position where I can start adding size. If we start breaking under 6, I'd love to have this average here. You know what a little bit of a sleeper here is? The COGT starting to creep up to 10.
Yeah, just pulling up game. This is kind of what I was talking about with game. Like, I can't just chase into this because you have this risk here. So game pulled back pretty rough. I don't really think it's going to set up for a trade. It probably would have had to hold like this 240-ish area to really be a good trade. And unfortunately, we just did not. Shug PA looks like it's halted down. But still like very, very high up near those highs. So definitely not done yet. CDL's curling too. ProK is not breaking down aggressively though.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
See, if we look at like a 5-minute chart, what's this chart tell me? It just looks like a little pullback for now. There's this level like 610 maybe. We will see. Kazoo. Kazoo's curling. BNMR is nuts. Nuts. Truly nuts.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yeah.
it's still. I thought I just saw
So,
76
yeah.
on my bid, but yeah, geez, still just halted down.
We got bids of
Yep.
doom on Pro-K. I feel like it's close to the end.
Yeah, we're starting to walk. If we start breaking, I mean, I would expect a bounce at some point, just because it's just been walking down now for 10 minutes. But if we can set a lower high here, that'll kind of be our first real trend reversal area.
Yeah. So we'll see. We will see. EVOK kind of curled back too. I don't know how close it is to highs. I'm just looking at my. Yeah. Not at highs, but good curl back. I think under 630, Porky is done. It's my professional analysis.
Oh, thank you for your professional analysis, my friend. Now
But
now I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know what you just said. I was just watching something else, and I just kind of words came out. What's your professional analysis?
under 630, I think Porky's dead.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But
I think really like you're probably right, but I think 610 is that level for me. That's like kind of the what do they call it, the nail in the coffin or something.
GNMR's at 70. You're kidding. You're kidding. 69. It's halting down at 69. You're kidding. Killing me, Smalls. That's a crazy move. That's $40 a share.
That sucks, dude. That sucks. That sucks.
They say Evoc trying to halt up. Ray says it's an offering. Not really. I mean, it was pretty well-known private pipe placement that just went live today. That was the whole reason it ran in the first place.
Right.
Bork's holding up decent, better than it should. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe
Yeah,
my
no, it is, but
analysis
that's
was a premature.
no. Listen. I really think. I mean, I would not be shocked to see one more backside pop here. Again, I really, as long as we're holding under 7, I'm at least comfortable with the starter. And again, I think if we start breaking under 610, I think that's a pretty key level here. So
There's massive bidders that just keep getting hammered, though.
I know that's what I'm
what
saying.
we call
like,
the bids of doom. The bids of doom cannot hold it up. Drop the hammer. Hit the gong, Bryce.
Dude, I don't have it. You know I don't have the gong. You know I wish I had the gong. It's super upsetting that I don't, okay?
All right, we'll see here because we're testing key support. Definitely could still trap, but it's just chewing through the big bids. Would you say 611? I think I agree.
613 or 611? Let me check. 611. 611. Oh,
Ooh.
there we go. That's trying now. That's we'll see.
They're also trying to hold it at the same time.
I know. They definitely are trying to hold it.
It's slipping and they're catching.
Oh, jeez. That's what I'm saying. I think that 611 is the key area there.
Yeah. Crazy catch.
Very crazy catch. Impressive catch. Not gonna lie, COGT is making up for the stress of PROK right now.
Halted down 69. Nuts.
Oh,
EVOK
dude,
died. Yeah. So we looked at it, but didn't really ever set up.
Which
VRX volume's weak. Sugar's the best long looking stock we've got.
What do we look at in that catch?
EVOK. Like it just curled up and again just never gave us a good confirmation or anything. It just died.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. home, baby.
Pork just insane bidders, and when this unravels, I think it's going to unravel pretty good. If they're doing everything they can to hold it, they're flashing massive hundreds of thousands of shares on the bid.
No,
they're holding it so far.
They're holding it, but they're also, what I do like is that those bids are not ripping the stock up. You know what I mean? Like it's not like those bids are leading to a massive squeeze. There we go. I'm liking this more. I'll be looking to add backside pops here if we break under 611. There we are. We should be looking close. There we go. Come on, there's that 611 test. There we are. Well, it breaks by a penny. That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to unravel for real though.
No, it is. Again, I'm liking this a lot more. They're trying to do everything in their power to hold it up, and they can't. Which means at some point they'll stop trying to hold it up. If we can get a 620 pop, I'll look to add into that.
Sugar.
How's Sugar looking? What's she doing?
Just grinding higher, man. Just keeps going.
Wow, 180s.
BNMR is set to resume. Let's take a look at that. Just as the time comes.
Whew, proc.
I got a lot of shares there, too. Too many.
Yeah, I don't have a ton yet, but I'll just be looking to add. I'm pretty I'll be pretty convicted on a low a daybreak, so I'm just gonna look to size in if we can get this pop here to 620. Look to add in a little bit there. I'll try to get some size, but you're a lot better at adding a lot more aggressively early than I am. I like to wait for a little more patience, but
that's fine. This has enough backside, I think, on proc where it could go to 4. Yeah, I do too. Out of the world of possibility.
I don't think 4. I wouldn't be shocked if we broke 4 at some point. I mean, that'd be a little bit 50-50. Like I do think we at least get a fade down testing yesterday. Well, yeah, I was gonna say yesterday's close. That's sub 4. Wow.
Honey. BMR, what are we up to? CLDI, dip and rip. Hey now.
Hey now.
Did anyone in the chat nail that one? We were talking about it. I was distracted with my other trades of the day. But
wow, very nice dip and rip.
Yeah, that was clean.
Oh, well, I've got about 15 minutes left here. PROK will kind of define right now. I'm more or less break even on the day. I took a winner and a loser. COGT definitely helped. But PROK will kind of be defining my day, I think, for me. So I'm really hoping if we can get sub 5, this will be a really nice day. Hoping to build into a few thousand more shares on the backside. But Matt, how did you trade anything else besides proc?
Just proc. I did sugar out, like I said, a little pre-market. EVOK I did pre-market, messed that one up, as you know.
Yep.
But right now, only position is in proc.
Beautiful. Not a bad position to be in.
Just going to try to be patient with her. See what happens if she can fade. Long ways to go to red. I mean, we're $2 a share off red, which is kind of nuts. So
yeah, I do. If we do start breaking down, I do expect 530 to be a pretty key area of support. So I'll probably look to just take some off into there just for protection, just to make sure that I'm not being stupid. But again, ideally, we get some more spots to add here. The better. If we could start holding under 6, that'd be really great. Yeah.
Wolf, I mean, just big picture, a lot of stocks we've talked about. We talk about why we don't want to invest. Like Wolf's failing now, right? One of the stocks that we talked about yesterday. BNMR, one of the biggest runners, failing now. So don't get greedy. That's why we're here. We're day traders. We're day traders for a reason. And on that note, Tuohey, you want to talk to us here about our Tradefunder?
Yes. If you give me just 1 second to plug in my laptop, I would be more than happy.
Share screen.
And
we talked about it at the beginning, and Bryce can talk about it again right now.
Yeah, guys, for those of you, again, I'm going to say this, for those of you who are just tuning in, well, welcome. First of all, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday. Second of all, we are here trading with Tradefunder. It's a prop firm that, well, funds your trading account. So they're actually going to be able to give you $25,000 worth of buying power. And we have a really phenomenal discount. Normally it's about $1,400 to sign up for that account, which again, as I described yesterday, is more like a down payment than anything else. It just goes into that trading account. But as you can see on your screen right now, there are going to be rules that come with that. Today, you're going to be able to sign up for $800. That link is actually posted right there in the chat. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to see it right there. There are a couple rules. Again, they're funding you with money, so it is only fair that there's some risk management in place. And this really also helps you be a better trader while still allowing you to trade actively as much as you want. So you got a max daily loss limit of $1,000 and end of day drawdown of up to, I believe, $3,700. This is really, again, to protect them with their money. You actually basically get a couple $100 extra worth of losses compared to what you put in. But, you know, as Matt described really well yesterday, right? Like, let's say you got $5,000 you want to trade with, but you're still going to be under the PDT regardless. Would you rather put in that full $5,000 to one account and only be able to take 3 trades a week? And, well, if you blow it up, you're kind of screwed. Or would you rather be able to have a couple of chances to take wins and losses with a 25K account, right? So being able to do it through this, again, for that $800 essentially, again, deposit into that account, $800 sign up. What do you
Can you help our boy Marcus here? Marcus is not understanding.
Still don't get how you're not risking your money if you say you lose $1,000. Well, because you put in $800 to the account. So you're right. You would lose that $800. However, you would also get to lose an additional $200 of Tradefunder's money. Now, first of all, I want to be very clear. We're actually here really largely to help you guys ideally take good trades. No one wants to blow up. I don't care if you're trading with your own $5,000 and you decide to just do that in your own account, or if you're doing it with Tradefunder. We all want to win. I want to win. Matt wants to win. You want to win. Tradefunder wants all of us to win. However, I really love doing this because, again, in a position like today where I was essentially break even on PROK, I was down like $300 on a different stock. I made $600 on another. It was really nice being able to just go into this super level-headed, not really worrying about a loss. Now, again, there are some stipulations. Because Tradefunder is funding that account for you, they do get an 80-20 profit split. This is their way to really incentivize you to win. So on trades like these, you know what? If I get to be able to not risk my own money using these, I'm super happy with it. One reason I really am just stoked about this for you guys, though, is because we're literally being able to get you like a 40% off discount compared to what you would normally have to go in. Like, this deal is just insane. If you're already trading with a smaller account, if you're trading with, you know, under the PDT, this is a no-brainer. Again, I say it every day and I stand by it, man. Like, I wish I had this kind of deal when I first started trading. I started with a $2,000 account. And at first that was a margin account. So I could take 3 trades a week with $2,000. I moved that to a cash account. Then all of a sudden my wins were like $2 or $3 at a time. And I just had to save up to go over PDT. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. And I'm a firm believer that you learn by getting more reps in. But when you could take more reps to the 25K account for putting in $800 to it, it's a world of a difference. Matt, I don't know if you want to mention all your experience so far. I know you and I have had a phenomenal one.
So just to build us, another person asked, what happens if you lose your $800? You just got to read the rules, right? Click the link, read the rules. It couldn't not be outlined more clear, right? With this, you get your funded account. Your daily loss is $1,000. What's that mean? It means if you lose $1,000, you're done for the day. They don't let you trade anymore. Why do they do that? Because they don't want you to just keep losing money. It's like having a max stop loss at your broker. Very common practice. Now, does that mean you're done? No, that just means you're done for one day. They do it that way because they don't want you to just blow up your account your first day you're using it. So you have 2, 3, you actually have 4 shots basically. If you hit your max loss every day, you're doing something wrong. We might have to go back to the drawing board. But the maximum drawdown, as outlined right here, $3,750. So what does that mean? That means when you lose $3,750, they close your account. All right. So what is my all-in? If I had signed up, I'm paying $800 to get a funded account. That is a lot cheaper than having to go open a $30,000 account on my own to get above the pattern day trader rule. And then I don't have to risk $30,000. My maximum risk is my investment, which is $800. All right. Is that clear? That seems incredible. Hence why we use it. All right. Not only that, the only catch is, all right, they let you start withdrawing profits once you're up to about $25.50. All right. Make a couple good trades. Let's see where this goes. And they take basically a 20% tax right off the top because they're invested in you for making sure that you go out there and you can consistently make great trades. Okay. So that's how it works. It's a great opportunity, as Bryce said, for any new trader, anyone getting started. In my opinion, it's a dead brain decision. Why would I put $5,000 in the account if I could, if we're talking real here, say I put one account, $800, I messed it up. Account 2, messed it up. Account 3, I have 5 tries with my $5,000 versus instead, if it's just all in one account, I take one big loss, game over for me. So don't want to do that. One of the rules is it is a day trading account. Okay, so there's no swing trading on it. But that's, again, you don't have to worry about the pattern day trader with this. Say you lose $200 in 10 trading days, so they close your account. Marcus Boss, I'm going to ask you, is that a rule? If you click the link, you go to this page, does it say that anywhere? No. Okay, so no, that's not how that works.
Really quick, can I give a quick shout out to Danielle?
Yeah,
Danielle said, thanks so much for the Tradefunder link and discount on day 2 of using it, and up $890 yesterday and $1,540 today. Danielle, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
That's exactly what it's for. Now, Danielle can go out there. She can withdraw her money. She can just keep trading too, because also, like, something to keep in mind, the max drawdown is $3,750, right? So I'm going to use Danielle if it's okay with you as an example. But she's made basically $2,500, okay? So her max drawdown now is, you do the math. You put the two together. It is our $3,750 plus $2,500. Now she has to lose $6,250 to, like, get her account shut down, okay? Because she has some profit in there. Now, of course, she can withdraw the profit, but she could also just keep it in there and keep growing the account, have a little bit of a cushion. That's really up to you guys. Someone says, can you trade options? You can trade options, actually. It's up to you to choose with Tradefunder. Our deal specifically, though, is for stock trading. So if you go to their website, you're going to notice it's a little more expensive to get one of these Tradefunder accounts. But thankfully, with Stocks Trade, we got a great deal, and you can get started, as Bryce said, for roughly 40% off, which really brings this to an entirely new level, in my opinion. Makes it quite a dead brain decision. Good explanation, guys. Awesome. Tradefunder is awesome. I wish I would have started this when I started. It took me 3 years to get out of PDT. Yeah, Legal Pimp, it took me 2 years. That's why I'm such a big advocate for it, because it's just a way to really jumpstart your trading. Heather says, don't forget about the $100 monthly cost. Yeah, Heather, I mean, that's a drop in the bucket. I pay, I don't even know, $2,000 every month for my trading platforms across all of them.
Yeah, so. I know. But like what I have for outside
so $100
of
is crazy cheap.
Yeah.
Crazy cheap. Awesome. I think that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. You know your homework. Someone asked earlier, if I trade with Tradefunder, do I have to show up live to these? No, but you should. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, you should anyways.
Keep showing up. We're going to be here. David says, can you pay the monthly costs out of your profits? I did just ask him that. That seems reasonable to me. But, you know, obviously we'll have to get an official answer. We'll report back to you as soon as we have it, David. You know your homework, guys. Links there in the chat. Let me know if nobody can see it or if you're having problems. You have to, I know it's a bit of a long link, but that's how you get the discount code. Don't want you to have to pay the full price on the website since you showed up and you were here with us. Esteban keeps asking, can we swing trade? We've answered that. No. No, this is a day trading account, Esteban. Okay. Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys being here. I think Bryce is going to hit this thing solo tomorrow. So
yeah, it's just going to be me. You're going to be, I know. Don't have such a big smile on your face, guys. Make Matt feel a little better. It's okay. We're going to miss him. No, Matt's going to handle Friday. I'm going to handle tomorrow. And then Monday we'll be back together, trading live, but same time, just me tomorrow. And I'll be trading with Tradefunder once again. So yeah, I'll catch you guys then. Matt, we'll see you on Friday, and then we'll both see each other on Monday. So everybody, appreciate you all joining as always. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad it looks like a lot of people are loving this. So we'll see you guys then.
Peace.
Peace, everyone.